Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here to drink tea and watch Legend of Vox Machina. Happy Friday, everyone. It's a good goddamn week for me, and I hope it's going well for you as well. Back off of the being sick train is really good. Back on some medication that's helping me out psychologically is really good. Going back to the gym, super fantastic. Meeting people, talking to people, all that jazz. Oh, it's wonderful. I'm like back in the groove a little bit, and it's wonderful. So I hope you're doing well as well. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Let's watch some Vox Machina. So I want to do a couple things before we get into that. Sorry, it's going to be another one of those long ones, but I'm going to blather around for a little bit, and I hope you're willing to stick around for it because maybe it'll be fun. I'm going to start off with a miniature. This one's unpainted at the moment, but I still want to talk about it because it's really cool. So let me do a thing. Boom. Okay, so this, oh no, it's not quite focused. Okay, this miniature is a core spawn seeker. This is actually part of Matt Mercer's collection. He created this monster. This is a core spawn seer, sorry. It's a weird faceless void creature with like horrifying insect legs on the bottom, and it's an evil monster that comes from another dimension to cast spells on you that are psionic and then eat you. It's fucking cool, and it's one of my favorite crazy-ass mini designs ever, to the point where I have made these guys and some of their underlings, their friends, and their, like, relatives, I guess, into one of the core villainous elements of my campaign. So I will talk about that for a moment. The basics of it, if you are part of the Rowdy Revenant, which is the name of my campaign, my campaign's squad, and also the name of their tavern, which is, it's one and the same. If you are part of the Rowdy Revenant, they named it that because they killed a ghost hag in order to get their tavern. Anyway, if you are part of the Rowdy Revenant, don't fucking watch this. I'll know it. This is spoilers. Stay the fuck away. One of our characters, our wizard, through some weird circumstances, basically they got popped into another dimension, then popped back by a crazy archwizard, and it turned out that they didn't actually spend any time there. Like, time was all, like, condensed, and in fact, maybe went backward a little bit. So our wizard, thinking, well, that's really interesting. I wonder if there's another me in this dimension currently who I could message, sending a message to himself. And in doing so, absolutely shatters time and space, creating, like, two alternate realities that split the whole situation, right? It's all fucked up. He's currently really terrified and paranoid that Modrons and or Inevitables are going to be coming after his ass, which they might be eventually in the future. But, no, I'm a little bit more sinister than that. So he accidentally just opened two portals into elsewhere, a far, far realm, you might say, from whence terrifying monstrosities are now pouring. Or I guess I should say terrifying aberrations are now pouring. He also happened to do this event, like 5 minutes outside the hometown of our paladin. So they don't know about this because they ended up teleporting across the world and shit's going down. But there's a pretty good chance that already the paladin's parents' town is fully overrun by evil monsters that are going to kill and eat his parents. So at some point when they finish their current quest, which is very fun, and they're going after a bunch of gold, and they're you know, doing some political battles and struggles in this big city, they're gonna get a messenger that's like, there are monsters, what's going on? And the wizard is going to go, oh, oops. Whoops, because I gave them this, like, particular chance as they were leaving town with a time constraint to go back and figure out what was going on. Because they started to, like, weird things were going on in the forest. They were finding, like, little creatures, like, stabbed to death by weird insectoid-legged creatures and stuff. They were finding some weird shit, and I gave them the chance to investigate it, and they didn't investigate it. And so that issue is going to continue on unchecked, and if nobody finds out about the crazy portal to Crazy Land, things are going to get bad. And eventually, these guys are going to start coming through and organizing their forces and causing big, big, big problems. And I'm really looking forward to it. Now, there's a reason that I wanted to start with that as my little anecdotal start to the beginning of this thing, and the reason is because one of the things that I admire most about Matthew Mercer as a dungeon master is his ability to do long-term campaign planning and prep. The idea of seeding things early in the campaign that may or may not come to fruition, but are there, and could turn into something much more interesting, is really freaking cool. Same with the idea of taking characters' backstories and incorporating them into the campaign. Both of these things I think are really cool, and they're things that I endeavor to succeed at as a dungeon master, because I've seen how well Matt has done them, and I've seen how well they've worked out. And as we move forward in Legend of Vox Machina, that's the material that we're about to get into. Really, from this point in the series, those who don't know, Brimscythe happened off-screen, like off-camera, off-stream, that's the word I'm looking for. The whole thing with the blue dragon, we never saw any of that. We heard about it, but we never saw any of it. We started the campaign with our characters going and delving into the Underdark, fighting a giant beholder with a weird horn that maybe was evil, and discovering some friends. By the point we get to them in Vox Machina, they're already pretty legendary heroes, and, more importantly perhaps, they've, like, made a name for themselves elsewhere outside of Amon. Yeah, which is neat. I don't think we're going to do any of the Kvarn stuff or the Chlorota stuff or any of that jazz, but maybe we will. I don't really know. I don't know how that... It doesn't time out because that's before Briarwoods, right? Anyway, we're not going to be doing any of that. We have the Brimscythe stuff. But what happens now is a series of arcs that Matt writes out and, like, makes happen for his characters that highly and heavily incorporate multiple character backstories, and the first of those is the goddamned Briarwoods, and that's what we're about to get into. They've been teased, they've been shown to us, and I'm not going to shy away from spoiling things about the Briarwoods a little bit. So if you don't know anything about the Briarwoods, fair freaking warning, I'm going to spoil everything about the Briarwoods. Maybe not immediately, but let's be clear, these are some bad folks, and they're coming. And the show has done nothing but show us that they're bad folks. Like, we're clearly aware of that. We're about to go into a situation where these bad folks are going to meet our good folks, and shit's going to get whack. But I wanted to highlight something about Matt's campaigning style, and especially in this portion of Critical Role. I think there are two things that are true about the Briarwood arc. The first is that it's the first full, total, contiguous arc that we as viewers really get to see. When we meet them at first in the first episodes of the campaign, they're not quite who they are right now. And they're not on a mission that has, like, deep ties to them in the way that they do right now, or that they're about to. The Briarwoods arc, I think, and this might be a silly take, but I think that the Briarwoods arc is what made Critical Role. I think that Matt's ability to paint this picture of this town, this city, of these people, of these excellent villains, to tie them into character backstories, to make them really interesting, to do his incredibly dramatic storytelling, and to really build this shit out is awesome. And there are bits and pieces scattered throughout this arc that have lasting repercussions on everything that happens in Critical Role from this point forward. The whole story of the entire world is shaken and shaped by this portion, and I think that's super fucking cool. So, I'm really excited to watch that. I hope you're excited too. I just wanted to talk about it because I think Matt's the best at it. I think he's actually the best at it. I've never seen anybody better. At least he's the best at it that does like live streams or actual play shows or anything like that. I've said before, I am maybe more of a fan of Brennan Lee Mulligan in terms of his DMing style, just because of how freaking good he is at improv and how hilarious he is, and the kinds of stories that he tells and the way he makes them, like, deeply personal for his characters, as opposed to being related to the character's backstory, like, deeply emotionally personal for the character and the player. Brennan does that like a god. But Matt does the long con, the long play, like nobody else. And we've already gotten to see a little scattering of that. Looking at you, orb in the wall, and some other things in the show. That's cool shit. Like, General Krieg is a part of something, right? Like, there's something there, and that's a huge setup too. But the Briarwoods, I think, are where it starts. I think they're where it really, truly begins. Now, that setup there being in Vox Machina makes perfect sense. We're going to be getting into later stuff later. It'll happen later. We'll deal with it. But I wanted to talk about all that stuff because Matt's a fucking beast, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they express all that through animation. It's going to be really cool. Okay, I also want to talk about a couple of comments, so we're getting even longer here in the beginning, but that's okay. And I'm going to start with Oh, okay. I'll start with this. There were a couple of comments that asked if I would put subtitles on the thing so that people can like sync. If they can't sync up the videos on their phone, they can just know what characters are saying at any point. Yeah, I got no problem with that. I'll put subtitles on. Done. Easy. Thanks for asking. Good shit. I will also shout out. This is a weird shout out, and this is gonna seem like I'm taking the piss, like I'm being an asshole here, but I'm not. Viehdieb, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Viehdieb writes in one simple comment with perfect punctuation, I didn't enjoy this reaction, period. You know what, man? That's super cool, dude. That's chill as hell. See ya. Peace. If you want to come back and watch any of my other content, that's dope. If you don't, that's cool too. See you around. Have a good time. Here's my stance. There is way too much content out there. Like infinite content. There are thousands of people making videos right now, and those videos are going to be long, and there's going to be a lot of them, and beyond just the people, the individual creators making videos, there are companies making videos, and there are TV shows, and there are animes, and there are movies, and there are podcasts, and there are all sorts of things. It is impossible for anybody to watch any one thing, and that's okay, because not everybody's going to like everything. It's totally chill if you don't like my shit. That's cool. I'll see ya. Peace. Have fun watching whatever the hell you want to watch. Have a good day. Thank you for commenting, Viehdieb. Even if you didn't enjoy this reaction, you honestly helped my channel a little bit because you commented on it, so I super appreciate it. Thank you, man. And again, super not being sarcastic, not taking the piss. I appreciate the comment, man, and if you didn't enjoy it, that's totally cool. My stuff is weird and niche and weird, and so is Vox Machina, so is Critical Role. Even if it's a big niche now, it's still a niche. So, yeah, just throwing that out. Okay. Somebody else asking if I could have a subtrack. Yes, I can. Ah, there's the one that I wanted to talk about. Jeffrey Meehan. My friends who haven't seen any of Critical Role have been able to pick up on the show fairly easily and are pretty much in love with the show. Oh, that's freaking awesome. And yes, while the opening bar scene could be considered fan service, I think it does a great job of introducing the characters in a show-don't-tell way. I don't think it's bad at that. With that one scene, you get a very good idea of who these characters are, their personalities, and what they're about. You do, but of course, it's like a super slimmed-down version. It's like... We do it in shows. In fact, you know what? Yesterday, I watched Girls in Panzer DOS Finale 3. So it's a continuation movie thing. And there's a scene in the very beginning of the show where we have all of the major characters in their tanks, and we do like 2 minutes where we're cutting between each of the characters and like they all say a line or do a thing that is the main core of their character in like a gimmicky sort of sense. And we just jump through them, bam, 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 and we're done. That's how the Vox Machina intro seems to me. That's how it feels. It's fine, and I don't have a problem with it, but I don't think it does a really good job of introducing them deeply. But it does a really good job of introducing them shallowly. So I agree with you, and I don't agree with you. It's both. And then there's a 1.5-minute song by Scanlan to introduce the main cast in an entertaining way that's also kind of genius. I agree with that, Jeffrey. I really do. And I also really like this, a quick rundown of what their roles in the party are and juxtaposing the image of who they're supposed to be, their aspirational selves, with who they actually are, a bunch of drunk and hungover assholes. I like this because this is the truth. There is a contradiction in Legends of Vox Machina, and I think it's a contradiction that is, to some extent, in many cases, inherent to Dungeons & Dragons characters, which is, they are drunk, idiot, murder hobo assholes, right? The majority of Dungeons & Dragons characters are charismatic, are hot, strong, and dumb, to steal a line from Brendan Lee Mulligan. And the reason for that is generally because there are a bunch of classes that scale off dex, there are a couple of classes that scale off strength, there are classes that scale off of intelligence and wisdom, but not as many. And there are a ton of classes that scale off charisma. So hot, strong, dumb, fast, right? Like those are the things that D&D characters are. But then they're world-saving heroes. They're legends. They're the best. They're amazing, right? And so there's this weird contrast where these characters are murder hobos, which is the term we use for them. Literally people who run around, sleep on the street, and murder people to get more gold and booze. It's what they do. It's how you D&D. And there are exceptions to that, obviously, but that's like the thing. There's a contrast there, and I think it's legit, and I think it's very true for Vox Machina themselves as characters. I think they're crazy, right? Grog is a psychopath. He's a monster. Literally a problem. Scanlan is terrifying. The ultra-powerful, mind-control bard monster person. Keyleth murders people a lot. Like, brutally. And has fun doing it. And Marisha enjoys doing it. Pike, everybody loves Pike. Pike's fine. She does bash some stuff real hard with her mace, though. These characters are contradictions. They're walking contradictions. And I think that's not untrue for humans. I think that's not untrue for people. I think it works. Anyway, I'm not going to read through all of the rest of the comment because it continues on in the same thread. I will just say that I agree with it and I don't agree with it. It's both. So, yeah. Okay. Ooh, Gilsant Medina says, in a side but still somewhat related note, since it is about Dungeons & Dragons, I'm also one of those inspired by Critical Role that found the courage to Dungeon Master thanks to the glorious hair of Matt Colville and his series on how to be a Dungeon Master. Hard vouch if you're not sure on how to start. My guy, I agree. Hard vouch for Matthew Colville. Super duper sick. Okay, CG dragons and stuff, other things, this and that. Cool. That's it. That's all I'm going to do for that episode. And then there is the next episode. So one of the things that I wanted to shout out is Craig Starbird saying, I think when Pike enchanted Vex's arrow, it was meant to be War God's blessing. God damn it, I'm a dum-dum. I always, for some reason, I know exactly what the reason is. It's because her goddess is the Everlight. I always think that Pike is a light domain cleric instead of a war domain cleric. I'm dumb. Bestial Moon, definitely agree on this episode being a major step up. I think a lot of the problems of episode 1 are just by the nature of it being the first episode of the show, and it does the best that it can with those, etc., etc. CG, cel-shaded dragon, janky and badly animated, fine. I super agree with the episode 1 thing, excellent. And finally, Bill DeWitt writes, can't say I'm as sold as you are on this one, but it was a better episode. The fight scenes were very good and the animations and special effects all look really nice. I also agree that it felt less fan servicey, which was a big positive for me. But I just can't say I'm sold on the characters. Fair. I've got a slightly better understanding of them than I did from episode 1, but apart from Keyleth and to some extent Vax, really interesting that you say that, for reasons, but I'll get into those, they really don't feel like they have much depth to them. A number of them seem very archetypal so far. Horny bard / big dumb barbarian. This isn't exactly uncommon in D&D characters and can be very conducive to roleplay, but hopefully they'll flesh out the characters a bit more as time goes on. I really like this comment. The comment goes on to say that they're not that happy about me spoiling that Krieg was the dragon. Sorry. They thought the jokes landed well and they're enjoying the humor, which is interesting because other people have said that the humor feels juvenile to them, so different strokes for different folks, right? And some stuff about Blindsight, which I talked about a bunch, but cool. The main thing that I want to focus on is the depth of characters comment and the archetypal so far comment, which is really interesting to me because it's true, right? Like, if we want to think that Scanlan is some kind of special snowflake who's the greatest bard ever, then we're silly. What I think is true is that Sam Riegel is the best bard player ever. I've never seen anybody mash a bard as hard as Sam Riegel. Likewise, Grog is not some special snowflake barbarian character who's way different than every barbarian. He is big and dumb and likes ale and smashing things and also smashing things, and also ale. He's got an intelligence of 6. It's what he does. He's a big, strong Goliath barbarian. It's classic. It's simple. But Travis Willingham is the best barbarian player I have ever seen. It's like a meme at this point in the Critical Role community to say that, you have to be super smart to play a character as dumb as Grog as smartly as Travis plays Grog. It's just obvious at this point, and it's super true. But at the beginning of the show, do they reach the transcendental powers that we see in them later? That those of us who've already spent 115 episodes, 3 to 4 to 5 hours each with these characters, literally hundreds of hours with these people playing their characters, and we're superimposing our knowledge of them onto these scenes. Do they feel that different yet? No, but they will. They will. And I think that's the interesting thing here. I don't disagree with your comment based on how much has been shown. In fact, I think that there's been more characterization to some extent on some of these characters than there is in the actual series. Keyleth in particular stands out to me. Again, and I said this before, I feel like Marisha hadn't really found who she wanted Keyleth to be at this point in the show. And that fits with who Keyleth is at this point in the show, but I just didn't think she'd found it. She seems to have it more on lock in terms of the way that the character is being portrayed in the animation. Because, again, the people playing it and the people making it have spent those hundreds of hours with the characters, actually as the characters, and so they can sort of retcon in some of the ideas that come up later earlier, because it makes more sense that way, right? But I agree with it can be very conducive to roleplay. I will also say I think they will flesh out the characters a bit more as time goes on. I wouldn't worry about that build the wit. Again, I've spent a long time with these characters, and I don't think they're just going to leave them static here, right where they are right now. I think they're going to change in really interesting ways, and I think that the Briarwoods arc is one of the core elements of that change. Then followed pretty closely by what happens next, but I think the Briarwoods arc is pretty much the thing that causes everything to start and get in motion and get moving. Speaking of getting moving, I've spent 20 minutes talking about nothing and everything in the show and all sorts of stuff, but I want to change gears. So I have spent 20 minutes. I'm going to take a little breaky thing, do a syncy thing, be back in a second, and then we'll move on into episode 3 of Legend of Vox Machina. Cool. Thanks for all the comments, guys. The comments have been actually, like, crazy, like a lot of comments. It's been wonderful. I'd love to see more of that. We'll talk about, I'll maybe come up with a prompt or something at the end of this episode, but it's super helpful to the channel in general, but it's also super nice for me to get that back and forth with you guys, and I'm enjoying doing these comment spotlights and talking through some of these comments on camera. Let me know if you're in, I guess that'll be our first prompt. Let me know if you're enjoying these comment spotlights as well. I know that it takes a lot of time in the beginning of the video, but I don't mind that too much. Again, I'm okay with making long form content. It's what I do. And making it kind of rambly and all that jazz. I don't mind it that much. It's totally okay with me if it's okay with you. But if it's not okay with you, then let me know and I'll consider changing it up, maybe. Cool. See you in a sec. All right, welcome back. We are ready to rock and roll with the Briarwood arc. As has been the case before, there will be one version of this video, but as has also been mentioned earlier in this video, I will add subtitles to it, so it's a little bit easier. Timer-based version will be up on YouTube. You want to come back for the discussion, or actually just stick around for the discussion at the end, because I'm going to talk through the episode a bunch, probably. We're going to watch episode 3 of Legend of Vox Machina. I hope it's really good. Early access on Patreon, likes, comments, subscribes, all that jazz. Done shilling. Let's get into it. Beep, beep, timer. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Ah, ha, ha. Oh, hi. Oh. Oh, boy. We're showing this? Wait, where's different hair? Ah, what a happy family. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, there she is. This is a bad dream. This is a bad dream. Oh, no. It's red wedding time. Oh, no. Percy, run. No. The hair has gone white. And the shadow has arrived. What's up, dude? What's up, dude? Feeling all right there, Percival? Ooh, we got a mask. Oh, that's not how I imagined the mask. I thought it was bone. Damn, Vex. Damn, Vex. That's all I'm going to say. Damn, Vex. Are we gonna animate the... No. But yeah, they would, wouldn't they? We've shown some nudity, but they could. Will they with a main character, though? Hot tub. I'm talking about the hot tub. The hot tub. Will they, though? That's crazy. No. No way. What's up, Percy? Oh, I see. And then the flash of it in the... Yeah. Yeah, just catching stuff. I'm constantly catching stuff in the OP. Sick. I wonder who that's supposed to be up there. Is it Greeny Meanie? Is it Meanie Greeny? Ooh, a pleasant morning. Ah, Druidcraft. No. Yeah, there we go. Why is she yelling? Fair, fair, fair. Blick. No. Oh, we're just already in the keep, huh? Hi, Laura. Vox Machina. I think that should have been Machina, not Machina. But that's alright. Oh, fucking doors. Slam! Come on and slam! Hi. Did you? Damn it. No wands. The feast. Yeah. It's the feast! We gotta make a bridge. Both, Grug. Both at the same time. No. Actually nailing Ashley. It's so funny. 7-3. Oh. I thought it was 7-2. Yeah. Oh. No, that makes sense. Yeah, no, nothing's gonna go wrong. Everything will be fine. By the way, which foreign dignitaries are coming? Ooh, we're just here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. The cube. Ooh, Pike in a dress. Pat, pat, pat. Beautiful. Oh, it's a Mercer. Hi, Matt. Sorry. Oh, that's cute. Ooh, that's weird. It's Vox Machina. Love the eyeshadow. Share. The lady over there just like, and bye, and goodbye, and we split up. Don't split the party, even during a party. Just ask for the bottle, Grog. Hell yeah, Pike, you get it. Try, Pike. Go for it. Oh, God. And I like it. What is that little man? For now. Indeed. Bum bum bum. Ah, so hot. Such a hot couple. Such a hot couple. Look at them. Look at them motherfuckers. Woo! Ow! Ow! Sorry. Yeah, you don't have a gun on you. And good thing, too. Percy? Story time. Story time. Now let's just go attack them on our own. Oh, poor guy. Yeah! Yeah, be a sneaky rogue, Vax. You'll be fine. Safe words. Banana. No. That seems like it would come up more frequently, Scanlan. Like, you don't want a safe word that comes up frequently anyway. Oh, hi, Kima. Oh, we didn't do the... Oh, we're doing it differently. Ha! Hello. Bum 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 bum. Hi. Hello. Indeed. Pussy? No, I don't remember. Oh, I do remember that. Get. Stand up. You dinguses. Hi. We are bestest friends. Hello. You don't recognize me. Heh. God, I love Carrie. What a voice. Seeker assume. Party. 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 Somebody cast Calm Emotions on him, please. Ooh, snacks. Nada. Uh-oh. Sure, yeah. Nope. Grog, no. No, Grog, no. Yeah, how's that going? Can we cut over there? Yeah, let's cut over there. Sneakity. 27. 36. 45. Sneakity. Sneakity. That's the driver. He looks a little pale, a little sallow. You hide a knife? Oh, it's the snake belt! Hi! Both mats. They're both mats. Of course they are. Bloody hell! Dinkity dink. Ah, weird. Yeah, weird. A bloody meat. Oh, how clever, Delilah. Oh, no need. Oh, God. Oh, we're showing it. Yes, Whitestone must be protected. Easy sleazy. Did you just sense that? No way. Oh, God. No. What? You're just cute. Good job, Vex. Whose voice is that? My guy. No. Those are fireballs, right? Oh no, you don't want those up there. Oh, what's in the What's in the box? I forget what the snake is called. It's named after that kid, right? It's like Steven or something. Clothes. But what else? A false bottom? That's right, fake butt. Click! Clack! Ooh, that's some weird, creepy ritual shit. That didn't happen ever. Yeah, that's interesting. Huh? No, do elucidate. Please tell us the story. Oh, really? Yeah? Oh. Lies, lies, lies. This didn't happen. This is interesting. They got him. This bad. Very dramatic, though. Bye, guys. Good night. Yes, the company. Yes, indeed. God, they're making this so tense. I love it. Oh, Percy. Hey, Percy? Percival? Stop it. They killed my whole family. And threw me under a bridge. No eyes. Sick. Indeed. Indeed. Indubitably. Uh-oh, Vax. Uh-oh, Vax. You're in a room. Oh, the reflection. There is no reflection. So there's the reveal. He's a vampire. You know it now. It's done. Ah. Hello. The Whispered One. The book. The book. Everything. Uh-oh. Nani was that? Hi. Yeah. Oh, he tries so hard to get out of here. Oh, yes, you are. How about no? Be my friend! Nobody's gonna believe him. Yeah. Rogues should have message. No! It's amazing. Alright, it's amazing. Somebody's gonna be hilariously into this, right? God, Scanlan as the distraction man is amazing. Oh, hello. You look delicious. Oh. See, this is some kinky shit, right? She just wants to... There it is. She just wants to watch. Oh. And there's the charm gone. Let's go, Vax! Oh, no. Oh, no. Running time. Running time. Window time. Leaving time. Fall damage. Jenga! Fucking Jenga. Hi. Hi. Dimension door? Yeah. Oh. Vibes. That's right. Oh my god. Ah! Poor Matt. Poor Matt's soul. Oof. Run, Dex! Nope. 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 Ow. It hurts so bad. Well. Hi. Yeah, that is spell though. Alright, how's she supposed to be doing that? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright, that's a shield. That's some... They made her magic real spooky, and the screams that come out of it are super spooky. I guess it makes sense. Yes. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Mike. Yeah. Sure. Good job, buddy. Let's not die right now. Ooh. Swarms. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. That'll do. That won't do. They do regenerate. It's a problem. Oh, right. Hello! Hi! Ooh, it's a sword! Ooh, it's a big sword. Look at that big sword. You do! Oh, we're immediately making a thing happen, huh? I like that. I like that a lot. Ow. 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 Stab it. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, that doesn't happen. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, bullshit! She moved him? There's no spell to do that. Take Scatter, 6th level. God fucking damn it, dude. God fucking damn it, dude. What are you doing? Oh, he's into it. And we're back. Yummy. Oh, Grog. Oh, Grog. Yummy. Sorry. It's just, Oh. Running time. Never mind. No regen. Yep, that hurt him. Oh, no. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Is that power word kill? What was that? What was that? Oh, I don't have balls. Sorry. Ow. Running time. Good. Never mind. This is worse. And... okay. Ball of Thorns? Shut the fuck up. Ah, we're doing this a little differently, huh? Bye! Bye! And she recognizes him. Clickety-clack. Oh, we're doing this very differently. Yeah. Yeah. Not really, man. There was no chance. Sorry. Oh. That's interesting. Hi, buddy. You're gonna have a bad day, my friend. Give me that hand. Reasons. Sizzle, sizzle. Boil, boil. Yeah, Percy, what's going on, man? Oh, I am the face of death. Ah, interesting. That's new. Oh, fingers. Oh, poor guy. Ooh, shadows. A claws. Oh, Taliesin. Double track Taliesin? So sick. God fucking damn it. Charmed. More mats. I love that all the guards are just mats. Hey! Oh. This isn't good. Yeah. And that's the end. I like the switch. This one was fun. This one was very, very fun. God damn it, Scanlan. No! No! Scanlan! Sam! Awful. Awful. Still a minute. I think it's all translator stuff. Yeah, okay. Pow. Ooh, juicy. All right, so prompt for question time and comments and stuff. How do you feel now? Also, sort of a prompt to all the people whose comments I've already talked about in this episode. Like, how do you feel now? It feels like shit's going down, right? Like, things are interesting. Suddenly, things are interesting. There are a bunch of changes, and I don't think they're necessarily bad changes. They just make things flow a little bit more dramatically. For example, in the campaign, Percy and everybody know that the Briarwoods will be at this party before they go to the party. It's not a surprise that they'll be there. There is a wonderful video of Taliesin hearing the name Briarwoods and physically going into actual shock as a player sitting at the table, which is amazing. But they find out beforehand, and I think they do some crazy shit where, like, Percy is disguised self as Vax, and Vax is invisible, I think, is what they do. And then Vax, like, invisibly goes through the play. It's weird. It's weird. So I think it makes a lot of sense to do it this way and to just smooth things out a little bit, because there are some D&D shenanigans that go into this scene playing out the way that it does. But most of it plays out pretty much exactly this way at the table. I think the things that they've changed have been additions, and I think that the flow of everything really works. The little dream sequence that we get from Percy to show the family and the loss and this sort of Red Wedding style vibe of everything being destroyed and taken from him, and destruction and death and all these horrors and the mask and all these little bits of setup and stuff, I think they work really well. I think it works really effectively. It feels like the writing is a little bit snappier. And that it should be, right? We're condensing, we just condensed a full episode down to 20 minutes, right? Like a full episode of Critical Role. This is an episode that exists, and it's most of it is what we see right here, and it's great. Okay, I like the way that their keep looks. It's cool. It's also really run down because they haven't fixed it up at all, which is rad. Allura is Allura, and she's great. She's just great, you know? It's how it is. I love the whole protocol talk and silliness around all of that, and Percy wanting to teach them manners and etiquette, and the Briarwoods are here. Hello, Briarwoods. Also, no, that's later. I love the Matt NPCs. So good. I don't know what the fuck that thing is. It's like a bullywug pig. It's weird. It's got like chicken legs. What the fuck? I don't know. I gotta say, I really like the like side character designs. Like this one random lady who's delivering champagne. She cute as hell, dude. Fuck yeah. Alright. Scanlan's weird. We do more of that characterization of everybody. Scanlan being weird, horny bard, but being very funny at it. I think it works. I don't have a problem with it. The way that other people react to Scanlan is, I think, what makes Scanlan Scanlan, right? It's just super good. And from Whitestone, all right, this is fun stuff. It's not like the craziest cinematography ever, but it works. It's effective for showing this shock on Percy's face and all this craziness and this stuff and that stuff and the fade out and all that jazz, and he goes for the gun and it's not there, right? All that works. It's all effective. It's all good. I like it a lot. Okay, to dinner we go, and dinner gets wacky. Not good. Meet a bunch of characters. Hi, Secret Assume. You're very cool. And the dinner tension. The dinner scene tension is sick. It's actually really good. I really like the play between the characters. It feels finally like the kind of talkative back and forth that we get a lot in Critical Role, where it's just characters role-playing at each other for a while and figuring stuff out as they go, and it feels really good. Also, Vax being sneaky, they make it even more sneaky than ever, and it works really well. It's really sneaky. I love the snake. I forget what its name is. Shit. Tell me what its name is, please, in the comments. I would like to remember. I was rather curious whether you would come. Oh, and they're so standoffish with all their comments and so thoughtful. Like, Delilah's line here, if we didn't leave Whitestone, why would be sitting, if that were true, if no one left, why would we be sitting before you? That's not possible. It's such a, like, little logical trap, right? She's so sneaky. I love it. I love it. And you want to talk about sneaky? Little touch, little charm. Now, I'm going to pull up a vampire stat block. I think I've got this in my box. Hold on. Der Vampir. So this is a vampire stat block. Classic 5e vampire. Ooh, that regeneration is harsh. I have run a vampire in my campaign, and it was fun. I didn't run it super well. I sort of messed up some of the legendary actions and some of the like other things, but that's okay. Charm. As action targets humanoid within 30 feet. Okay, cool. Regards vampire as trusted friend to be protected and is a willing target for the vampire's bite. Repeat save when harmed by the vampire or its allies. Lasts 24 hours until vampire is destroyed on different plane or dismisses the effect as a bonus action. Sweet. Okay, so the charm doesn't need touch, which means that Silas could technically charm Uriel without even, like, touching him or even being this close to him necessarily. He didn't need to be sitting next to him, but it shows us what he's doing a little bit more expressly, and I think that's totally fine. I don't mind messing with the rules of D&D to make a better show, right? Like, that's the point, is to have a good show. I also love the way that when he's introduced, he goes, charmed. It's so sinister. It's so sinister. And the snooty protectors of the realm thing, and then the shattered glass. And I also really like, just in terms of structure, the sort of two sides that are going on, because this happens a lot in D&D, is that you get one scene going as somebody is exploring and one scene going as other people are doing something else, either distracting somebody or whatever, right? And those two scenes eventually collide, and it feels really cool to have this like A plot, B plot going on here. It just works. All right, so we open the box, we get out the clothes, and we find some creepy shit. I don't think this happened. I'm pretty sure this didn't happen. Hey, look, a creepy book with a guy's skull on it. Oh, no, how very strange. Also, I think the little bird bone indicates some stuff to us. We got some weird eyeball stones and some rocks, which are probably material components for... Oh, it's residuum. Oh, that's what the green rocks are. Okay, cool. Just putting things together. Lots of weird shit to write stuff on. Little vials of blood, I assume, for snacks, maybe? I don't know. I don't know why they're doing that. And a creepy book that contains some creepy things. How interesting. How very interesting. And then this lie, which eventually incites Percy to stand up and yell some stuff. Oh, so sinister, so evil. How dare they? How dare they? And they just stand up and leave. We try to talk him down, and it isn't working. And Vax finds mention of the Whispered One. Again, no spoilers, but that's some stuff, right? Like, there's some stuff there. That's interesting. My senses, as somebody who knows where this is all going, are very much piqued. I don't know if it's as fun if you haven't seen it, but gosh, it's cool. I love the little zips, zaps, and zomps as they approach. And I think my favorite thing about this episode is that they really, really nailed the feeling of this scene. This scene, in-game, occurs where Vax and Liam, as a character, is not quite sure what he's gotten himself into. He's just not. He just doesn't know. They're a little bit they're quite suspicious of these characters, but he's not quite sure. And so he thinks he's got a chance to get out. Now, we watching this should know that the characters as they are now, with their current level, one level 6 or 7 character against a CR 13? 11? 13. CR 13 monster with legendary actions, and altered and modified by Matthew Mercer to make it worse, and Delilah Briarwood, who we see reflections of, is not herself a vampire, but is a very powerful spellcaster. Vax cannot win this. No, he can't. He really can't. He would have to... I mean, he'd have to get so lucky. He'd have to get so fucking lucky to actually survive this situation. Even the way that this plays out in-game, there's a gap here between 2 episodes, and the way that it plays out in-game, he is so lucky that he survives this. To the point where, like, I'm not trying to accuse anything, but like Matt may have fudged dice rolls to make stuff happen. Maybe. Although I guess it was his saving throw on the charm save. So I guess not. That's really interesting. Regardless, Vax makes it out, which is crazy. But this scene where Vax still thinks that he's got a chance to lie his way out of it is so interesting. Because Matt gives him like a token check. And then it all goes downhill from here in exactly the way that it does right here. And it's wonderful. Yeah, Silas going in. The whole like kinky moment where we've got the like hot wife on the bed just watching seductively as the husband bites into Vex from behind is like, that's a thing. But it is a thing, and we watched it happen in campaign, and it's terrifying. So is this. And I think it's all just expressed and put together really, really well, including Vax being really fucked up here and Vex having vibes. Very cool. Everybody arrives. The magic begins. Now, Delilah's magic is weird. The spells that she casts aren't really spells that she necessarily has a lot of the time. But I'm okay with this because it makes the spell fight more dramatic, and there are these cool screamy sounds every time she casts a spell that are like, ah, and it's super cool. I also love these like wide shots. This feels like we're on a D&D map, right? It feels like a place. It feels like we're here and we're like moving characters around and stuff, and there's like a sense of scale and things. It's cool. I like it. I like it a lot. So teleportation, magic powers, healing, holy weapon, again of some kind, which seems to have some damage. And my favorite thing in the entire show, probably that big black sword. Yeah, that's right. Big black sword. Yummy, yummy blood. That's weird. And we're fighting. I do think also, I will say that these fight scenes look good. They don't look amazing. A lot of them are like static shots that just look more movie than they are. But some of it's fun, like Grog whipping the axe around like it's nothing, sort of colliding off the blade and then whipping it back around with the backswing. Super cool. And losing Pike's concentration because, of course, everything gets bad. Keyleth does the thing to save everybody, but it will cause Percy to blame her eventually because he wants them. And Percy starts to get a little bit scary. Shadows, angles, bullets, and a mask. A dark mask, and a dark, shadowy figure behind him. Vengeance, hatred, retribution. All of these can be yours. Just put on the mask. How do you feel about that? Is that interesting? If you don't know Percy yet, how do you feel about that? Does he still feel like the same character to you? Because I think there's a little bit of development that has just happened. Just a little, right? Like just a smidge? Yeah, just a smidge. Okay, funny stuff at the end. Hard cut to Scanlan's song, which we get to hear in full, I guess. I don't want to pull on your beads of love. No, dude. No. Bad Scanlan. Down. Sit. Stay. Good Scanlan. Oh boy, I like this episode. It feels like we're in it. It feels like we've captured a lot of the spirit of the campaign much more effectively, to me. It also feels like the pacing just went boom. It also feels like, well, finally there's a villain, so Matt has something to do besides just being like, I'm Uriel. Not like Matt has something to do, because it's not Matt, but the dynamic of Dungeons & Dragons is the Dungeon Master sets the scene, the characters interact with the scene, the Dungeon Master, we roll dice to resolve things, the Dungeon Master describes the resolution, that creates the new game state, and we move from there in a cycle, right? So far, mostly Matt's side of that cycle, the back and forth between the Dungeon Master and the characters, where the Dungeon Master's doing things that are unexpected, hasn't been happening that much. I mean, we had Krieg, but it was kind of straightforward. This, it's just, I mean, it is the table content. It is the table content, and so it's familiar to me, but it's also just better. It's a little more organic feeling to me. I think it feels more organic. Let me know what you think about it, whether this episode felt more organic to you, because I think it is. And I think that's because it actually is, because this is stuff that occurred naturally at the table. Vax making the silly decision, kind of going off on his own, is a very Vax thing to do. It's also a very Liam thing to do. And he was a little cocky at this point. They just killed a dragon. What could go wrong? I'm just sneaking around. No worries. But then things go wrong, and things get interesting when they go wrong, and characters make decisions that you wouldn't expect them to make when things go wrong. And all of that stuff feels organic to me as a DM and as a viewer. So I like it. I like it a lot. I hope you do too. We'll see. We'll see what people say in the comments. I'm looking forward to reading them. But for now, I think that's going to be it. I know that a huge portion of this discussion and reaction has just been me talking at the beginning, and I'm okay with that. That's fine. I consider that to some extent to be like add-on discussion for the previous episode, because when I come out of one of these episodes, I'm just going to talk about the things that strike my fancy, but then once people comment on it, there will be all sorts of other things that will be pointed out to me that I might want to talk about, and then I get more time at the beginning of the next episode to talk about them. So if you're watching these all in a flow, I think it'll flow really well, and I think that'll be good. So I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with doing that again in the future and more. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's not too much of a drag on time. If it is, I guess you can just skip to the reaction and you're fine there anyway, so it's all good. I think I've become more acclimated to the art and animation style. I think it works. It's fine. I'm okay with it. And I don't mean that in a sarcastic, it's fine, God, sort of way. I really mean it's fine. Oh yeah, and Vex is stacked. On that note, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you've really enjoyed this. This has been Legend of Vox Machina Episode 3. I've really enjoyed it. I think it was really good. I think the episodes have continued to get better, and I hope that they continue on that track, because if they do, this could be great. It's going to be just great. Looking forward to seeing the... Oh, there I go. Looking forward to seeing the next events as they play out in the show, because it's really interesting what continues to happen, and I'm very excited to see that all play out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. Again, early access will be on Patreon. Check that out if you'd like to, or if you just want to support the channel. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time for more Legend of Vox Machina. Peace.